What is going on, everybody? This is your moron with the conscious, aka Conscious Moron. Appreciate the pull up. I gotta show y'all something real quick. Take a second. I know y'all like, what is this? Hold on. It ties in with everything. Just roll with me for a second. With you? All right. Believe it or not, I also have a YouTube channel. This is the YouTube channel. How it looks. If you go to my page, you can get to the YouTube channel from there. But nevertheless, you should go there though. Really check it out. It's pretty cool. I like it. See thoughts without thinking. Okay, but nevertheless, I was on this gentleman's channel. All right, this gentleman's name is Hood Conservative. As you can see, he's a black gentleman who happens to be a conservative, hence the name Hood Conservative. And the funny thing about Hood Conservative, I won't say Hood Conservative, but the kind of the mixture he's in, and it's almost this crazy intersection of manosphere and black gripes against. It's weird, like how these men have came together despite some of the things, some of the. It's weird, but just as you'll see, it really gets where we just gonna go hot right into it, and I'm gonna show you how weird it gets and how this into this common goal to I don't know, make black women look bad. You see what I'm saying? It's weird because I think some of the black gentlemen want to make black women look bad. And I think some of the white gentlemen who are you know what I'm saying, who are connected with these blagger, we'll just say blagger, um, they have this kind of thing of destroying black people. And my thought is if you destroy the black woman, of course you destroy black people because how do you reproduce without your woman? Hence why they have this common goal, but it seems like it's uneven. Like I don't know if the black men really realize why the white men are in the space like that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with white people being in the space, but when you kind of condemn and just tell us what we're doing wrong without kind of looking at yourselves in the mirror a little bit. And I think that's the line. Like, that's the line that they kind of habitually cross. But this is just my opinion. Tell me what you think, but we don't listen real quick.
Well,
Yeah,
when
but
white people move in and actually do something with property and raise property values to where, property tax goes up, so schools actually get more money like they bitch about them not getting, then they bitch and complain because we came in, made the place look better, and now they got to pay more money for their shitty apartment.
and then
I told you, buddy, we are coming in hot. Let's get it. But initially, I already like, and then just let's watch the next scenario. We might have to do a longer video if y'all really like this one.
and then if we just don't do that and we fucking leave, it's called white flight and we took all the jobs with us, right? We can't win. They don't hate us for any economic reason. They don't hate us for any specific they hate us because we are white. That is
We hate them because they're white. I don't really, and I don't think black people hate white people. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some extremes to that, of course there are. But for the majority of black people, no, this is absolutely wrong. I think the majority of black people just want to be left alone and do their own little thug thistle. You know what I'm saying? Not in the bad part, but just do their own little thing. That was just an acronym for saying do your own little thing. That's all, guys. Don't trip on. Um, but yeah, and it's kind of that. It's almost projection in a sense. Like do you hate black people that way? Because you know what I'm saying. Cause, like I know how you feel. It's almost like I feel the same way about you. Like almost that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think the majority of black people hate white people. They just want to be left alone and be able to do their own little thug thistle, or do their own little thing. Not a little bit better, but let's continue. And then wait, huh? And then they're talking about regentrification. They're talking about redlining. I won't say regentrification, but gentrification in a sense, redlining too. They're leaving out those factors that black people couldn't buy major properties at the time. And think that they could, they would have been investing in their own community as well. So if the city is only relying on you guys, that's not black people's problem. You know what I'm saying? If they had to pay into the thing, into the city, or that they were allowed to, I'm sorry, let me slow down. If they were allowed to buy property, they would be just invested as you were into that community, would they not? And their shitty apartments. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's a level too. It's a level like with the Donald Trump class, and then kind of like the how can we frame it? The average, almost MAGA class. It's a kind of a difference, and I think sometimes they negate that. Like, there's levels to even being white, right? But we'll keep going.
The root of it. They hate us because of the way we look, but because of the way we act, because of our culture.
They hate us because they were told to hate us. That's why. They were told to hate us from the time they came out of their mom's vagina.
Who would have told us to hate you from the time that we got out of your mom's vagina? Would it be black men, or would it be black women? Would it be white? Like that? These, like, the extremes that they have. It's truly amazing and sad at the same time. Like, them coping and crying, and I know they're gonna say, "Well, black people do the same thing," but you're in a position of power, and I think that's kind of the problem. Some white people don't know how to use their white privilege. But you can't be mad at us because you don't know how to use your shit. I wasn't supposed to say that word. I'm not trying not to cuss. But don't get mad at us. But even on some levels, some microscopic levels, you use it and you profit from it and benefit off of it. Now, how you use it, that's on you. But don't get mad at us because you.
I swear to God, I thought what he was gonna say. They hate us because they ain't us.
Okay. The dude who just said, I thought y'all was going to say they hate us because they ain't us. That was the black male conservative. I know, right? It almost sounds like he was courting them in a sense, right? Trying to appease their every need. It really sounded funny. I thought you guys were going to say they hate us because they're not that sharp to do that, though. They would have got it. They might have got it, though. Angry Stove. I would give it to Angry Stove, but he might have got it. But I don't think the other gentleman would have got it. But nevertheless, but you see the symbiotic relationship that they share. Like, the common goal is to stop black women. But well, that's what brings them together. I want to say the common goal with it, but that's what brings them together. That's weird, isn't it? In my opinion, it's weird.
That's why the left genuinely believes with all their heart you fight racism with feminism.
That to me is a stretch in itself, just because I think that race, or the plight of racism, was taken into consideration long before feminism. And you can see it with the ability of black men being able to vote before a white woman. And even look at Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. The black man was chosen over that white woman to run the country. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know how much feminism would have helped racism at all. That's just my opinion.
And that's why they're pushing so hard to make black trans women the face of the black community now.
That one right here, y'all. Black what? Black trans men are the face of the black community now? What? No, this is coming from a white gentleman telling us the face of our community. That's how you more than anything, what he's saying to me is that's how he perceives our community. Because I don't know too many black men or black women who say that trans men are the face of our community. Now, they're definitely a part of our community. We couldn't deny that. But for them to be the face, could you name a few prominent black trans who are making headway in directing our community? I think more than anything, that's how he perceives our community. Like, that was just a weird statement, but let's continue.
Yeah.
You said now? You said now. I've been singing for 20 years.
Well,
even from the UK.
And this is another one. That's interesting. So the gentleman is saying, even from the UK, that black man, he's a black gentleman, I believe. He might be of African descent. So you should really go to the Hood Conservative channel on YouTube and check out the full convo. You'll get to see me on there. I'm gonna just give it up. I went on there eventually, but you'll get to see it. But now this gentleman who was in United, I can't speak at all today. I'm sorry, y'all. He's in the United Kingdom, and he's telling how the perception of Black America is perceived in United Kingdom. That he's been seeing it for 20 years, but I bet he can only name one or two transsexual, and they are not even in the political forefront or leadership role in the Black community here in America.
Look, sir, all I can say is what I've witnessed within the last now means within the last 10 years to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I've actually noticed that I've been made aware of it. I pointed it out to Hood multiple times that I'm seeing this issue where they're pointing out and trying to make Black men accept that basically Black trans women are the face and are the Black community.
I'm sorry, bro. Coming from a Black man, I really don't know how that looks weird. I really don't see that in the Black community. I've been Black pretty much my whole life, about 47 years, yeah. No, like I said, I won't negate that there are Black trans men who are famous and who probably have a voice in our community, but for them to be leaders, could you name one? Because there is only one trans person who has been elected to Congress, who's been elected to Congress. Now, they've been appointed, but they've both been white people, not anyone Black. Could you name even a political figure who's a trans person, or someone in a professional environment who's making leeway and headway? I bet he can't even do that. But he might say somebody in the entertainment field, but that's nothing.
In history and world history, and white women, not necessarily the most protected class, depending on where you're coming from, right? At least within y'all spaces.
Conscious moron, you can review the video all you want, but you gotta do me one favor. Hit the link and show me you ain't afraid to chop it up with the racist white people.
I guess I gave it away. I actually did go on there. Like I said, go and check out his broadcast on YouTube. I don't know if he's on TikTok. I'm gonna try and find out next time I talk to him. But I know he's on YouTube, and this is his channel. So
don't be afraid of the racist white man. Imagine what Black America would be if niggas was always afraid of the racist white man.
Nah, I want y'all to remember that Hood is a Black conservative, but it just sometimes it seems like, especially with the new Black conservative, they just started becoming conservatives when Trump got in the office. But
the only reason why I might be racist is because Black people tell me I am.
So now we have that much power. We can tell him that he's racist, but he won't deny. He didn't deny it, though. That's the funny part of that, too. He almost wore it with a badge of honor, like he was waiting for officially to be called a racist to say, look, I am a racist. But no, he's cool, man. The angry snowman, I wouldn't say he's cool, but he's allowed to think what he thinks, you know what I'm saying? And I never want to negate that. People are allowed to think and feel how they want to, but I think when people start bringing their thoughts into actions to affect other people because of their race or because of their sexuality or because of their gender, that is the problem. Like my rights stop at my nose. Like as long as I'm doing it in my bubble, I'm cool. And as long as you're doing it in your bubble, you cool, right? Right? That's what it seems like it should be. Right? Y'all like that though?
I'm not even really calling you racist. I'm just
no, and I'm not saying you Hood. I'm just saying that's the only reason why I would even be racist. It isn't me to be.
Well,
Go 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 go.